the most polarizing episode of Krolmeister Sisters ever.
That needs to go at the beginning.
Yes!
Of it.
Okay, done.
Hello, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister Sisters. This podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like that, get the fuck out of here, because I'm feeling saucy tonight. And head on over to Tammy Tucky's podcast, Unlocked, where she talks to people about things.
And stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
About Nancy Drew, that is.
Yes.
I feel like I should really, when I'm just saying Tammy Tucky, I should really be sure to clarify.
Yeah. In interesting news, Her Interactive has actually apologized for Ransom of the Seven Ships.
Ooh.
Oh, let me grab it. I forgot. Give me 1 second. It's on Reddit, so it's very awkward having to get to. Nancy Drew. There we go. I know, because I got into a bunch of fights with people on Reddit about whether or not it was actually blackface. So...
How is that a question?
So, Her Interactive says, "Thank you for your interest in Nancy Drew, Ransom of the Seven Ships. We have discontinued this game as there is a character who disguises himself as different ethnicities. As a company, we are addressing the critically important issues of racism, inclusion, and diversity that Black Lives Matter has helped us all to place a spotlight on. Meaningful changes need to happen within companies, and we will continue to be part of these changes. We are committed to being sensitive and respectful to people of color, and therefore have discontinued the availability of this game. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please consider another game from our collection. Thank you for understanding.
That's not an apology.
Team Her Interactive."
Hold on.
They have admitted that he disguises himself as another ethnicity.
Yes.
And they're taking it down from everywhere except for Big Fish. Big Fish still has it.
Okay, but I do need to point out, and that's probably just because they have some contract that they can't get around. It'll be pulled eventually. I'm sorry. They did not take ownership. That was not an apology. It has a character. This game has a character that does this, and we decided to make it unavailable. You made it available in the first place, motherfuckers!
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Sorry.
At least they have brought it up, and in this thread, Reddit is just a gold mine. In this thread, where they literally, in the original email coming from Her Interactive, say that he was disguising himself as another ethnicity. People are like, no, he wasn't. It's not blackface. There are white Jamaicans.
Fuck off, man.
I had one person tell me that I was taking away from fighting real racism by being mad about it. Who knew? So, what are we going to talk about today, sister?
Well, now we're going to address the fact that feeling mad about one thing does not mean you can't feel mad about another. Anyway, what we are talking about tonight is, what did we come up with, 8? Or 7 and 8?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The 8 will grow as we're talking.
Will. Most overrated and underrated characters.
Yeah. I think we should probably start with underrated, because everyone really likes it when we're super salty and negative. So we're going to make you guys wait till the end to listen to what the negative things we have to say, because you guys are negative Nancys. You need to lighten up a little bit, and this is, we're still going to indulge you, but you have to wait for it.
Delayed gratification.
Yeah. So I got a little heated. But our underrated characters, I'm just gonna start it out by saying Patrick, from Shattered Medallion.
Yeah.
Because some of these are people like Patrick.
They do.
People do. But I feel like he gets looked over in favorite character stuff because he's from Shattered Medallion.
Okay, I think it's partly that. I think it's also partly because he's just nice, and I feel like a lot of these people seem to be more into very different characters than that. And he's just a good, nice, sweet, pure character, and they don't know what to do with that. So they acknowledge he's good, but they don't treasure him the way he should be treasured.
And he should be treasured.
He should be treasured. He's a goddamn treasure.
He is. He's a fucking treasure.
I love him.
He's so good. He's just, like, wholesome.
He is. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like we get a lot of I feel like we get a lot of, like, creepy and, like...
Edgy,
underhanded guys. And so to, like, actually get that just one really nice guy, and he's very loving and respectful with his partner, and he's, you know, it's just, like... He's just a good, wholesome character.
And also, it's just so good. Ride. It's good that they show that he's, like... He's intelligent in other ways. And I like that. Yeah. That he has good social intelligence. And that's something that, like, I think we don't have enough characters.
Yeah.
like that.
I think writing has skewed toward much less socially intelligent.
Yeah. Emotionally intelligent, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just like,
we I just can't stop from being salty. Even when we're positive, we're salty.
Yeah, honestly. But
salty caramel.
So Patrick, good. Patrick, good.
Patrick, good.
That is,
moving on.
That's my stance. I also said Lillian from Stay Tuned for Danger. I think part of why she's underrated is because not many people remember who she is. But I love her because she's, like, bitchy to us and everything, but she's kind of trying to protect us in a way.
Yeah.
You know? She's like...
She doesn't know how to connect with people.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
She is... But she's, like, trying to do what's right, and she's just... And she would have ended up just completely murdered if we didn't save her.
She woulda.
Yeah, but I really enjoy her.
Also, can I just say, she's gotta have some fucking trauma from that.
Oh yeah, honestly. So,
but yeah, she's good. She's pretty good.
I think
I like getting sassy with her when I'm actually playing the game. But you know, good fun.
I think partly people just don't remember Stay Tuned for Danger very much because it's kind of a mediocre game.
Oh, at best.
At best, yeah. Yeah.
At worst, it's a little racist.
I mean, it is. It is a little racist. We'll talk about that. That's okay. We don't get it. Not this one.
It's fine. We're good.
I also really like Mrs. Drake from Curse of Blackmore Manor. I think she is completely underrated.
Absolutely.
Because people just don't. I mean, just the comedy that comes from her character and everything she says.
She's great. She's got a very just dry delivery. It's very nice. It's a younger Dame Maggie Smith.
Yeah. Honestly, I just love her character because everything she does gets played completely straight.
Yes.
And that's fantastic.
Those are the best. Yeah. I was going to say, she reminds me a lot of Violet from Downton Abbey, who is played by Maggie Smith, where she just says, like, ridiculous things, and it's played completely straightforward. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's very good. I like Mrs. Drake.
I like her too. That's why she's on here.
Okay.
We're having a good time.
You're scaring me.
I also think I also really like her because her accent makes my husband just cringe so hard, and that's something that I just can appreciate. It causes him pain to listen to her.
Excellent.
So that's kind of fun. But then again, that's like every accent in that game kind of does that. But
I was gonna say
hers
that,
especially. Hers especially.
I feel like it also kind of comes with like a ooh sort of
Yes.
shrillness.
Exactly.
You
Beautiful.
American teenagers with your
loud music.
just
Yeah, that's Nancy
Yes.
to a T. Loud music every hour.
you
of the night.
American teenagers.
Yeah. I also say Miwako is an underrated character. I feel like she gets overshadowed a lot by Yumi, which
Yeah.
good character.
Oh no, for sure.
I will not. Yeah, I'm not going to diminish Yumi as a character.
No.
I'm just saying that Miwako just doesn't get the love she deserves when she's just.
Yeah.
She's a good character that's like relatable and down to earth, and she deserves love and compassion.
She does, and I love her. She's great. Like, again, another person I get saucy with when when I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
But she's just trying to do right by everyone, and she's trying to like follow her dream, and she's trying to like she has respect for herself too, because she learns about what Rentaro was doing and sends
And
him
she's
away.
like, "Oh, fuck out! Get the fuck out of here with
Out.
that."
We're done. Mm-mm.
So yeah. I was watching when a streamer I like the other day asked, "Hey, should I play these Nancy Drew games?" And I was like, "Absolutely! You need to start at Shadow at the Water's Edge." And so she did. Today she started it, and she got to the point where she tries to hand the article to Miwako, and the game, you get a game over screen, and she was like, "She just fucking killed me." And I was like, "Yeah, she did."
The ghost did.
Yeah. It is Kristen Delgado. She started streaming it, so Quiston. She's really funny. I enjoy her, and her reaction to everything in that game has been fantastic so far. Just it's been good. It's been good. Just murdered me by Miwako. So yeah. I'm also going to talk about Lucas.
Yeah.
Is definitely, like, you can write after that game right after that. Lucas is so good, and I know a lot of people are like, yeah, he's cute, but a lot of people are like, oh, he's so annoying. Yeah. I feel like there is a huge section of the fandom who just hates children.
Yeah.
And it's really upsetting to me, because people are just incredibly mean about the child characters in the games.
Yeah.
I feel like Jane is kind of terrible, but she doesn't deserve the vitriol she gets.
Yeah.
And same with Lucas, he gets put on, like, most annoying characters lists and stuff, and he's just a really cute little kid.
Yeah.
And the same thing as Freddie from High School Creek.
Oh, I love Freddie!
Who is also, she's my next character on here, too, of
look at that!
underrated characters. But I think that that's actually something really big in the fandom that needs to probably be addressed.
Yeah.
This kind of, like, hatred there is for children, as well as,
And it's kind of like, you guys know that this is, like, a child-based community, right? So, like,
this is a game for children.
Maybe be a little kinder.
Yeah. There's also the same feeling I get from, like, people are also, they hate old people, to the extent where I've heard people say Renata is terrible because she's old.
How dare.
And I was on Instagram, I think it was this last week, and someone on Instagram made a post about how Joseph from Final Scene was just awful and terrible and didn't deserve any mercy. And everyone was, like, agreeing on the post, and I had to just, like, not engage.
Yeah.
Because it's like, do you not have any empathy for someone who's, like, going senile?
Right?
Do you just not, is this... Just not something you understand. I don't get it. I can't imagine having that little empathy.
I know. I feel for her, and that's awful. Thank you for exposing me to that. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. It's just something that I think needs to be, like, discussed in the fandom, that maybe there's kind of an issue with, like, hating children and hating elderly people, and it's neither thing is, like, I don't know why you guys are doing it. Do you just not have any way to care about someone who isn't yourself, or... I'm sorry. That's what I've worked in, is working with elderly people and working with children. So these are people, like, age groups and just, like, demographics that I care a lot about. And it's really upsetting to me to see people just be so terrible.
Yeah, same.
But also, Wade. That's my next one. I'm just going to move on.
We're going to move on to another great guy.
Fantastic. Wade, like, people like Wade, but he gets overshadowed by Harper, who is fantastic.
Super good.
Love her. However, she's not the best character in the game, in my opinion. That would definitely be Wade. He's the only valid man in the series. I have give me 1 second.
Oh my god, what is she doing?
A friend made this for me last Christmas. Sent it to me. It has made it all the way from...
oh my gosh.
Came with me in the car and everything to make sure it didn't break. So, Wade. That's how much I love Wade. She gets me.
I need you to describe this item so that this part can be used in the podcast.
I apologize. So, I have a candle, like a tall candle that you would usually use that would have, like, the Virgin Mary on it. But instead, it is a, like, collage of, it's like a monk painting, but then pasted on, instead of a monk's face, is Wade Thornton. From Ghost of Thornton Hall, and it has been decoupaged onto this tall candle.
It looks very nice, too.
It's lovely.
I love it.
It's fantastic. But yeah, so that's how much I like Wade. Very,
very good.
Wade's
a good guy.
He is.
He is.
Direct action.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last on my list for underrated characters, you can continue on if you have any more that I haven't covered. But Grigor from Labyrinth of Lies, I feel like he gets overshadowed a lot in that game by people loving Zinnia a lot, and Niobe to a lesser extent. But I love Grigor. I love the fact that they give us his whole backstory of... Yes. It's a very interesting and complex backstory of, going through the foster care system and finding, like, himself through theater. And now he's having to go through this whole morality crisis of, I know that what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm stuck in it and I want to try and help you out of it. So.
Probably helps that we actually, we grew up in a theater that had a, like, youth outreach program, and so we had a lot of people that, were similar to Grigor, so it's just kind of nice to see them represented,
Yeah.
Plus, he's just adorable.
He is. He's adorable.
Little piece of shit. Little theater guy. I'm sure we've said it before, but he's that theater guy that just touches your face.
Yeah, smart mouth,
and you're just like, okay, stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Any underrated characters that I didn't touch on?
I couldn't think of any. You guys, Risa basically did this list on her own because I was on the phone with our mother for 90 minutes. And when I came back, she'd taken all of them, so...
We did talk about Freddie. Freddie is very good. We love her.
Yeah.
She's a poor child who is who's having to deal with what's going on with her parents.
Great,
her
you
mom
riled
not
her
being
up
around.
again.
You did. You riled me up again. And people are somehow like, oh, she's so annoying because you have to play with her. And it's like, this child.
Bitch, are you for real?
Like, just imagine what she's going through and just throw her a fucking bone or a snowball.
But no ice balls.
Yeah. So yeah, those are our underrated characters.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Let's get into
this
overrated.
one. Ariana and I said at the same time over text. And that is Henry Bolet.
We are in agreement that he's just like, okay, he's not a bad character. Don't get me wrong. He's got some enjoyable bits. He's kind of, but you guys like are way too obsessed with him. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's just there's like he's still kind of an asshole. Like
Yeah.
he's going through a lot, but he's not like I even when it first came out and everyone was like getting super into it, it was just kind of like
Yeah.
you know. I don't know. It's just not
good. I mean, you know,
no.
not
Yeah.
into it.
No.
You guys need to calm down.
Honestly, yeah, stop projecting.
For real.
For real. Okay, and then I say Zinnia from Labyrinth of Lies. Because, like, yes, I agree that she's an interesting character. And yes, I think she looks very pretty, but I just don't think, I just find her incredibly irritating. And I've known too many actor-director combos who cast themselves as the lead role, and I don't want to ever deal with them again.
I hate them. I hate them so much. Every single one of them, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much every single one.
It's pretty much like, if you're doing that, you're not
doing
the kind
both,
of person
yeah.
I would like to, like, you're a very self-absorbed person.
Yeah. You don't want to have conversations with those people. They love to hear themselves talk.
I sure do.
You are wrong.
It's just, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Just thinking of several that yeah.
Get creative.
Yeah. No one knows what we're talking about, and you don't want to know.
You can fuck right off, dude.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was a whole thing.
Ugh.
I'm just we're just gonna keep going on and
powering through.
Yeah, making people mad. But Dave Gregory from Shadow Ranch.
Wow, how many people do you think just like totally turned off the podcast?
Oh, they turned it off at Henry.
Yeah. That's true.
They're not. They didn't make it to Dave.
It's
anyone who made it to Dave is like, well, I guess.
Yeah, well. No, yeah. He's. I don't know what they thought they were doing with him in this game.
Yeah.
But he's not an interesting character. There's no personality. There's no anything. He doesn't even change his tone.
He's really weird too. It's like,
he's really
what?
Weird. You got a steady back home?
I know. It's like, what? We have not been talking about anything like that. Why are you asking? Has anything I've said to you made you think I was interested?
I think that definitely hurts his character, quote unquote, that they threw that in. Because, it's so shoehorned in. And so you're just like, what? Was that his entire point in this fucking game?
To be eye candy, I guess? I don't know.
Guess. I don't know. He's not even attractively, designed. I don't get it.
I mean, I think it's just, another one of those like, bland white guys that people can project onto.
Yeah, and you know, people have a real cowboy thing.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Someone recently said to me, when talking about our last podcast episode where we did the worst character brackets, they said Shorty wasn't the worst character in Shadow Ranch, it's Dave. And I'm like, you know what? Fair enough.
You know, I think Dave's blandness is what saved him from that list, because...
He's just not bad enough.
He doesn't try to kill me. That's a pretty low bar to set, but, like, Shorty doesn't make it.
Oh. Sorry.
You good there?
No. Everything hurts.
I feel
everything hurts, and I did not get to go out and get anything that will kill any pain. So
I'm so sorry, sister.
This is just gonna be my life tonight. It's gonna be great. Oh, Ariana, yours is the next one.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh.
Are you sure you want to kick that hornet's nest?
I am gonna kick that hornet's nest. You guys, I love horses as much as the next person, but y'all need to calm down about Bob. It's the same as with Dave. There's not a personality there. There are animal characters that they give personalities in these games. There's nothing with these horses in the slightest, and certainly nothing that differentiates Bob. Well, same thing. Bob from Ace and Clyde. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did say, however, that Bob was our favorite animal in the series.
Yeah,
he did win the bracket.
I love a good, gentle horse. I do love being able to project my idea of like a perfect horse companion onto that horse. Because, I mean, I could have been a horse girl. I just was too depressed.
In another world.
So, like,
in another world, I was a horse girl.
In another lifetime, I was a horse girl. That's why I like to write characters that have horses. Because horses are great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so. that doesn't make up for not having a personality, and so y'all need to calm the fuck down about Bob.
Bob's a good horse, but
yes, I would say Toomey has a great personality.
Toomey does have Toomey is exactly as rated as he should be.
Yes. Toomey's just perfect.
Exactly.
Right,
everyone appreciates Toomey as much as they should.
Yes.
Toomey
They're
is
like, oh, love it! Okay, moving on.
Exactly.
Not, I'm going to make a collage because Henry Bolet is my love. It's like, guys.
The next one is, you would think that this is not someone that people do still make a big deal out of, but Rentaro. If you go on Her Interactive's Facebook, anytime they post anything about Rentaro, you see people in the comments just talking, oh my god, I love him so, he's so funny, I love him so much. Same with, like, on Reddit, too. People will legit defend him.
You can appreciate the lines he's given.
Yeah.
And the, like, performance of the actor. But please, do not tell me you like Rentaro. I'm just gonna do that. Rentaro. Rentaro as a character is not good. He's bad.
No, he's a bad character.
He's a bad dude.
Yeah.
Y'all need to see that. And
yeah.
I don't know who hurt you to make you think this way.
I'm just very concerned about your well-being.
I really, really want to talk to you guys.
I just want to talk.
Just want to talk.
Yeah. Okay. This is gonna, the next two, the last two, really, they're gonna be equally as controversial. Apparently this episode is just me being incredibly controversial.
Yeah. This is the most polarizing episode of Krolmeister Sisters ever.
That needs to go at the beginning.
Yes!
of it. But,
okay, done.
Okay, but, with, like, movie sound effects.
Yes!
No, so, I'm just saying Nick Falcone.
Nick Falcone.
Is
I didn't
overrated.
know he was, liked. Is he
Oh,
liked?
no, he is a fan favorite, Ariana.
Why?
Everyone talks about
He's a
how
fucking
sexy.
douchebag.
I know, right? He's such a douche. Fight the power.
Oh.
He's just...
Maybe they didn't know enough Nick Falcones in their lives. They all have different lives.
They all have one life.
One life to live.
So Nick Falcone, I'm not even gonna go into it. He's just a douchebag, and you guys need better, like, higher standards.
Y'all have bad... I feel like this list is really revealing. Y'all have bad taste in men. And some women, but I guess less women. Yeah.
Mostly Justinia. Everyone, because that is the thing, is that they're like, wow, but she's so hot.
She's so hot, yeah.
Everybody's
beautiful in that game.
Please.
Everybody.
Pretty much.
Come on.
But yeah. And last one. Hate me for this one, guys, but Hotchkiss.
You know, you guys would be surprised, but I was going to put the same thing before she did it. I, too, feel... Don't get me wrong. I love Hotchkiss. I do. But I think she's very overrated.
I just don't understand why she's such a fan favorite when I feel... I just feel like her... Like, I think the whole thing stems from everyone really, really likes Treasure Royal Tower, and I don't know why. Because I understand it's probably a lot of people's first game.
Yeah. So
they got really attached to the characters and everything like that, and that's probably a huge part of it. But it's so mediocre, and I feel like the Hotchkiss love stems from that, of her being from one of everyone's, like, favorite.
Like, oh,
like,
she was this quirky lady. I loved her. I thought she was so funny, and it's like...
Yeah, but...
No, I get it, guys, but, like... I don't know. She's just chaotic neutral. Like, they can be fun, but... I also go, like...
I feel like they play her memory problems for laughs, and it upsets me.
Yeah, that is a little uncomfortable.
Because that's the thing, is that...
Like I've said, I do love her, like, fucking attitude of just, boop, I'm gonna go and just... She's very enthusiastic. She, you know... doesn't have a lot of her history straight, but, you know, that's cool.
That's not her fault. That's the writers.
The writers.
So, you know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, you guys can like her. Just take it down a peg.
Yeah. She's just not... You guys just like her a lot more than I think it's worth.
Yeah. Y'all need to cool it.
Just cool it.
I'm trying to be the cool teacher here and just say, you know, it's not cool.
It's not beer. It's not cool. And some of you might get that reference, perhaps. It's possible.
That would be rad.
That would be rad. Winky. Winky,
Winky, blinky. Don't bring cocaine to my party, Brian.
Can
Nick,
we please
damn it.
play Taint Monopoly?
But Brian, it's free cocaine.
So that was our overrated and underrated characters list. You guys can, like, yell at us all you want, but we're right and you're wrong. So,
you know,
you can still find us on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and our fancy website, KrolmeisterSisters.myfightclub.com.
It's true. These are true things. You can like leave us reviews. Oh, and you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. And then in those places you can leave us reviews and you can let people know how good we are and tell them to listen, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I felt like you had already talked about.
It's because I started saying you can also find us on, which is what you generally say, but I was just trying to not encourage people to argue with us about this because we're right and they're wrong, and that's the end of discussion.
You can't argue with us on these platforms, but, you know.
You can subscribe to us on Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote, our Scopa emote, and if you pay $10 a month, you can get a Peace Out emote as well.
Oh, shit!
That is our Tier 2 emote, Peace Out. And you also get access to Podcast Night VODs and a special backer channel on the Discord. Or you could support us over on patreon.com/Krolmeister Sisters to get access to, like, most of those things as well, but no icon emotes on Twitch. You don't get that. I'm sorry. But you also get stream cat pictures, and you can tell us what to talk about. So, as a reminder, I'm Marisa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister Sisters, and we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.